Well, it is Sunday Night Live here on Material Issues. Yes, we're back. It's Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This is episode number 241 of Material Issues. I'm Mark Hershberger of Pop Detective Records. I'm over here on frigid southern New Jersey. We didn't get hit with any more snow today, but man, the wind chills were down in the 4 and 5s. So it has been cold. But my good friend on the West Coast doesn't have those problems. They're wrapped in an Afghan in 62-degree weather. Oh, I feel so bad for him. But there he is.
No, we're not.
President of the International Pop Overthrow Music Festival, my good friend David Bash, who passed his stress test with flying colors.
I did indeed, and I'm very thankful for that. But you know, there's still a few markers that I have to improve, but nothing urgent, nothing particularly serious. So you know, I'll just work on that stuff. But by the way, it was more than 80 degrees today.
Oh Lord!
And it's going to stay that way for another week, actually.
You know, my daughters in Orlando were complaining because it actually hit like 26 degrees in Orlando.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the whole East Coast is
very much in a cold snap.
Is a tapioca tundra.
Tapioca tundra, yeah.
Speaking of which, here's something that I bought recently. There's nothing revelatory here. It's just kind of a cool looking sort of collector's thing. The A's, the B's, and the Monkeys. So a bit of a takeoff on their Birds, the Bees, and the Monkeys title. And it's basically the A's and B sides of their singles. It's all mono. So some of the mixes are different than what's on the album. Oh, do you have it there?
No, I do not. I'm prepared to show my thing. It just came in the mail. But I have to do my weightlifting first. Oh my God.
That. Okay. Well, anyway, this just came out. You know, most ardent Monkeys fans will have these songs elsewhere, but not all together. And I really like the design of the LP here. Good evening,
Tim.
Sorry about the flu. Hopefully you feel better. Anyway, this was put out by Rhino, as it says right here. Andrew Sandoval, who was a guest of ours a while back, always does a great job with these things. So you can bet, and I haven't played it yet, but you can bet the sound quality is really good. And it's a nice packaging. Kind of unique in that the spine, is over here. So that's what it looks like if you want the spine up.
Right.
And if you want the cover up, then the spine's on the bottom. But it's an interesting idea. I like it.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
I saw that up
online the other day. I was like, that looks pretty cool.
No particularly new IPO news. I'm still waiting to secure shows in Glasgow, Stockholm, and/or Copenhagen.
Nice.
So, you know, it's getting to the point now where if those don't materialize, I'll start inviting. You know, if I have to wait another couple of weeks, I'll invite bands. They'll tell me that, we've already booked shows in June, and we can't have that. So I've got to get confirmation shortly, which I have a good feeling I will, at least in one of those cities, maybe in two.
Yeah. So
keeping my fingers crossed. A couple of days ago, actually it was last night, I watched a documentary on the Miracle on Ice, when the U.S. hockey team beat the Russians or the Soviets in the 1980 Winter Olympics. But what about that tournament do people forget? Because I'd forgotten this.
What do people forget?
Regarding the entire ice hockey Olympics that year.
I don't know. Where are you going?
You know, most people think that by beating the Russians, the U.S. got the medal. No, they did not. That was not the finals.
Right.
The U.S. and the Russians were in the same semifinal block. So whoever won would have to go on to play either Sweden or Finland. It turned out to be Finland. The U.S. played Finland and did beat them for the gold medal.
Right.
But, most people, I mean, the dramatic nature of beating the Russians has certainly led people to believe that, well, that was it. We won the gold.
Yeah. Well, I think, it's gone down in lore as that was the gold medal game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah.
It was not. And Herb Brooks, the coach of the U.S. team, who, to a man, the players just could not stand because he was an awful taskmaster, had no sense of humor. They couldn't bond with him, so it became kind of an us against him thing. That it was kind of like, we'll show him that we're better than he's saying we are. But yeah, after they won, after they beat the Soviets, and they were celebrities really quickly.
Sure, yeah.
They were signing autographs. They were signing hockey sticks. When Herb Brooks saw them signing the hockey sticks, he came into the locker room, took the sticks, threw them on the ground, and he said, "You haven't won anything yet. You still got a game to play."
Still got a game to play, yeah. But I think it was kind of a foregone conclusion that whoever was going to win that game between the Soviet Union and the U.S. was going to go on to win the gold.
Yeah, I mean, it was a much easier task on paper than the Russians were. Right. But they were favored. The U.S. was that, and they won.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta get this in quick because it's cutting the circulation off of my legs. But this is the I told you about this was coming, but like this is the Blondie.
Wow.
Box set. It's called Against the Odds. It's hard to see what the thing.
1974 to 1982.
82. Yeah. It's got all 6 of their studio LPs, 4 bonus LPs, an additional 10-inch LP, an additional 7-inch single, a huge 144-page hardback book. It is, honest to God, it's one of the heaviest box sets outside of that Beatles thing in the Hope chest or whatever that I've ever seen or tried to pick up.
I have one.
I'm struggling as
George Harrison.
The George Harrison, yeah. Oh.
The All Things Must Pass, yeah. But I'm sure that one is really heavy. I cheaped out. I bought the CD package for like less than $100 when that LP package was going for more than $400. But how much did you pay?
I paid. What did I pay for it? $200. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
you won it in auction.
Yeah, get this thing called VC Vinyl. VC Vinyl. It's on TikTok. These 2 young ladies, recent college graduates, I think, have this great vinyl auction place, all brand new stuff, and you really could get great steals if you're on a good night when people aren't looking for certain things. So I lucked into it. Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Why not? That's awesome. I would too.
But speaking of taking it, we've got a great show tonight.
We have a great guest.
People haven't tuned in yet. Make sure you get on here now.
Great guest. Known more these days for something other than his own music, but he was is a great singer-songwriter musician in his own right. He was born and raised in Manhattan. He's recorded music since the mid-'70s. Here's some of his early stuff, which hadn't been released at the time, but You Are the Cosmos, a label in Spain, released much of his early material. Here's one of the albums called First Songs. It's a box set of 3 of his what would have been albums from 1976 to 1981. And then Don't Wait for Yesterday, 1986 to 2017. But most recently, he's known for this particular album that just came out on Omnivore Recordings, my label, my favorite label, written by Ronnie D'Addario. And it's produced by, his kids, Brian and Michael, or Brian and Michael from older to younger. And this is them doing his songs with some special guests. We'll get to that in a little while. And it's great. And he's, over the years, he's written songs that were recorded by some luminaries like the Carpenters. He's gotten his songs on TV shows. Yeah, he's done a lot and is still doing a lot. But ladies and gentlemen, even if he knows Alexandra Daddario's number, he ain't giving it to you. I already asked. He said no way. So without further ado, would you please give a huge welcome to the dad of Lemon Twigs and the great singer-songwriter, Mr. Ronnie D'Addario.
And there he is. There he is. Ron, good to see you.
Hi, folks. Yes.
I like the rocking chair.
Alexandra is sitting right across from me, right over there.
Who is?
She.
Oops, we're losing you here. Are you got him, Mark?
Listeners can hear us, but you fellas are crackling and cutting out on me at home here.
Yeah,
so
I think
I'm half of your words.
Well, now now it's better, I think.
Oh, I can't.
Ronnie, if you're having it might be your phone Wi-Fi connection. If you're having trouble, I was going to say go out and come on back in.
Now get closer to your router.
See, you know,
it was working great before.
Or it
yeah,
might be the charger.
You're frozen, Ronnie. You might have to get out of the room and re-hit the link and come back in.
You try that
if
you're hearing us.
Right before we went on, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, huh? It might just have to clear out the cache. So if you can go out, Ronnie, and then hit the link again and come back in, that might clear things up. So you can hear me.
I hear you now. I hear you now.
Now it's getting.
I hear you
A
now.
little bit better. Okay.
Hear me,
Ronnie? What? Yeah, you're still kind of
hear you.
Choppy.
You're really choppy, yeah.
Yeah, if you can go out, if you can leave the room and then hit the link and come back in again, it might reset things better. Try that.
I'm gonna text.
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll get this going, folks.
It's all. That's why we call it material issues. Now he's sideways. It's all good. All right, I think he left. He might have left the room. It's all good.
Well, you want to put him back down in the queue until we see him again?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. Hopefully he comes back.
Well, that's a shame. Hopefully things work. I guess what happened is his laptop charger, something happened to it, so he couldn't recharge his laptop, which is what he would have been using.
Yeah.
And sometimes the phone is problematic.
Sure, it's and if he's having trouble with not being close to his
here he is. He's coming back.
Oh, you see him?
I think. Well, I see he's attempting to get back in.
Oh. That's all right. We got time. We'll see if he pops
Again,
back.
Sorry, folks. This happens occasionally, especially when people are forced to use their phone rather than an iPad or, ideally a laptop.
Yeah. But we'll give him some time. He'll try to get back in, but it's all good. It's going to be fun. Papa Twig, as they call him. I don't know if he.
Yeah. Like Papa Nez.
Yeah, like Papa Nez.
Although in this case, he really is the Papa. Nez's kids had nothing to do with the monkeys.
Yeah, but if anybody's familiar with the Lemon Twigs and you know how great their music is, you definitely know where it came from. Let's see. Here comes Ron. See if
he's trying again in another window.
The other one just kind of like stays frozen. We'll see if this one comes up. Let's see if I can kick that one. I see his name, but
yeah. Well, he had two windows with his name.
Yeah. The first one I got rid of, just we didn't get confused. But this one is.
All I can say is I'm glad we're not on a network right now where everybody would be freaking out.
Yeah, wouldn't
now they would have gone to a commercial.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to a commercial. We don't have any commercials. We can play music and just sit here, but
do you suffer from tired blood? Is your vim and vigor? Has your vim and vigor vanished?
yes, yeah, that would be me.
Well, in that case, no, that's no good. In that case, they wouldn't say. Well, hope is not lost because we have for you our great new product, steroid gel.
Right.
I want to be this generation's. Well, I'm not this generation, but I'd like to be the new Dennis James because that guy could sell ice to an Eskimo.
I want to be Ron Popeil.
Oh, there you go. Ron Popeil could only sell one thing. Dennis James could sell you anything.
That's true.
Even if you had it, he could sell it to you. I've never seen a better pitchman than him.
But I've always wanted everything that Ron Popeil sold, though. You know, I had to have the pocket fisherman just in case I happen to be near a lake. But there's Ronnie. Let's see if Ronnie's
it's not looking much better, or is it?
I see you, Ronnie. Man,
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but the video.
But you're very choppy.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Darn. No, it's not working.
Send him a text, David. It says that. Yeah, we can hear you, Roddy. But we can't. The video.
Can you hear us?
Send him a text, David. Let him know what's happening. I think he can't. He can't hear us. Yeah. Might be just his Wi-Fi signal. If he gets closer to the router, it might work better. But
here he goes again.
Yeah.
Well, as America said on their holiday album, let's give it another try. But yeah. God, I hope it's not one of those situations where it's just not meant to be.
Well, yeah. Again,
if we had him scheduled a few weeks ago, he was under the weather.
Yeah.
And now he's feeling better, but the connection isn't.
But you said his laptop battery was screwed up. That's why.
Yeah, I'm sure if you had his laptop going, his connection would be better. I don't even know if he's on Wi-Fi with that phone.
That's the problem.
That may be the issue right here.
It probably is the issue. He's probably going by just his phone.
If he's going by his data, who knows what his connection is?
Right. So he would need to get on Wi-Fi, his home Wi-Fi, if he has home Wi-Fi, which you think he would. Well, later on in the show, whatever happens here, I did pick up this bag of, and I will taste them for the first time ever. Japanese Doritos. It is Szechuan peppercorn chicken flavor.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It sure does, doesn't it? Yeah. It could be really awesome. It could be really bad.
I have to keep that kind of stuff off of my diet lately.
Well, I stopped in at the it says Ron entered the studio. I stopped at the Asian supermarket today, and there's about 1,000 different various flavors.
The one thing I was worried about those is the expiration date.
Well, I know we played that game a couple years ago. Wait a second, see if Ronnie can back on. Ron,
you hear us?
I've entered.
Boy, this is like Stevie Wonder and Andy.
I've entered Leo again for the third time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ron, are you using your cell phone's
Can you hear me?
Data signal, or are you using Wi-Fi?
My mic is on.
We can hear you. I don't think you can hear us.
Are you using, Ronnie? Are you using Wi-Fi or data? Yeah.
I don't know. Ron, can you hear us?
I don't know.
Can you hear us? No.
You can't hear me.
Only slightly.
Yes, I can, but
yeah, I think you might
hear you,
not be on your Wi-Fi signal.
I'm texting him.
Okay, David's texting you, but you'll be able to understand it better because of the connection here.
Again, sorry, folks, but if we can get this going, it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, indeed.
He'll be a great guest.
Meanwhile, I was just looking at the. Don't know what the expiration date is on these Doritos.
Oh, are the dates in Korean?
It's in Japanese, I think, or Chinese.
In Japanese, yeah.
No, it says Q1, June 2026. So,
oh, that's good.
Yeah, that should be good.
That's very acceptable. Yeah, we have some Asian stores out here that stock that stuff. Some 7-Elevens, but yeah,
Well, I went down there today.
The expiration dates are usually like 3 months before.
This huge Asian supermarket is the size of a football field. It's enormous, and they have really great fruit, and they do have cherry plums, which I love. And
those are great. Yeah,
I had to get some of those. And then as I was walking around, I saw these, of course, the snack aisles, and I said, "Oh, look at that!" And another male, non-Asian, Caucasian was looking at us with his wife going, "Oh my God, look at these, honey. And look at this. I'm like, you're just going to have to try everything.
Right.
So I saw the Szechuan peppercorn chicken flavored Doritos. I mean, it was just so.
Ronnie's texting me back. Let's see.
I had to try it.
Wi-Fi, I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi must be pretty weak. Tell him we might have to wait and book again in the future with his laptop, something that works a little more consistently. But, that's material issues sometimes, everybody. Ronnie's here, but we just can't get the signal was fine pre-show. We actually were talking to him just fine. But something happened between then and now. And, of course, it could be Wi-Fi on his end. You don't know. The signal could be screwed. David and I, our signals are fine. So, But Ronnie's up there in New York. There's a lot of people.
Probably in Long Island.
Long Island.
He's got a 516 area code. So.
Oh, no.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. We'll figure this out. Third time will be a charm.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So
I don't know what we've got unless if you can whip up a quick stump the bash, people might like that.
Do
you have any years that we didn't do all?
As the monkey said, that
any numbers where we didn't do all of the years? Yeah, right.
So I'm just kind of looking quick here to see if I have anything like that. We did that one. I did not.
You said you had the one where I only got 8 points. So let's go. If you find that one, let's go back to that because I want to redeem myself. Yeah, that's the worst I ever did.
I have to see where I might have even put that though.
I don't remember which one it was, but it obviously wasn't a low number. It had to be, might have been in the 60s somewhere.
Yeah, I forget.
It's from a few months ago.
Yeah, I should archive those. I should archive all the scripts that I do with that, but I don't.
Yeah.
Let me hold on one second. Stay right there. I got to get my little other iPad thing. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, everyone. We might be able to at least partially not resurrect, but revive this show. Because Stump the Bash is a lot of fun. And those of you who are watching can play along also. But we will see. What else? I need Mark. I can't do it without him. What you got there?
What was that?
What do you have there?
Oh, that's just my little iPad thing where I keep some of the Stump the Bash stuff. So I want to see if I have it on there. John Barak is in the comment section. Say, where's the guest?
Unfortunately, some technical difficulties.
Casper the Friendly Ghost is the guest tonight, and right from his Cartoon Network. So it's hard to see because he is a ghost, But let me see if I can find something here. So talk amongst yourselves, everybody. Ronnie's supposed to be around, but his connection all of a sudden went south on us.
He's a ghost. La 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 la. John Borak will get that.
And now I'm looking around to see if I can find any old Stump the Bashes here. I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, don't leave, John. We might have a Stump the Bash on which you can play along.
So,
ideally, if you can find the one where I got 8 points, but if not, I think it was like, could it have been like number 66 or 60 something? I don't think it was 90 something or 80 something, but it doesn't really matter. You know, I don't know if I'd want to do a real low number though. Those are two.
I'm just seeing if I have anything at all. And
one thing we could talk about is something sad that happened. Recently, Mr. Parthenon Huxley, a great singer, songwriter, producer, a member of several bands, passed away a few days ago. And he was a really good guy. And what a lot of people didn't know about him is he was really funny in private, especially. But we definitely miss him.
I had the opportunity to interview him way back when he was P. Hux was opening up the Nonstop Pop Road show with Paul Collins. And I did an interview with him way back then, and I've known him kind of ever since. And yes, he had a wonderful personality, just super nice guy, and of course, as talented as they come.
He really was. We had him as a guest on Material Issues less than a year ago, I think.
Yeah, I forget what episode. I was just thinking about what episode was that. I forget.
I don't know. I mean, easy.
The archives are out there, materialissues.com. Wait a second. Oh, yes. And you're very right. The great Catherine O'Hara.
No, that's true.
Yes.
That was. Hi, Tyler. Good to see you again. Yeah, that was tragic as well. I mean, every one of my Canadian friends posted about her.
Yeah. She was also quite the talent. Of course, Schitt's Creek was great, but all her work with SCTV and she was really something.
That's where I first got to know her on SCTV. Lola Heatherton.
Yeah,
one of my favorite characters.
What a great character!
I want to have your baby.
And I apologize for flipping through stuff here and not being able to find what I want to find.
Now, if there are any SCTV experts listening, I want to ask something. There was, I believe it was John Flaherty who had the character. Was it Sammy Maudlin who had the talk show? Well, his co-host was sort of an Ed McMahon-like character, and of course played by John Candy. And his name was William B. Williams. Now, there was a famous TV talk show host in New York named William B. Williams. What I'd like to know is, was the John Candy character spoofing that William B. Williams, or was it just coincidence? Because he kind of laughed like the New York William B. Williams, but also a little like Ed McMahon. So I wasn't sure. But if any of you know, let me know.
Yeah, those were great days back in the SCTV days, man. I love that stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm concentrating on trying to find some things here, but
one of my favorite skits was from the first season when Harold Ramis was a foreman of a jury, and the judge asked, "Have you reached a verdict?" And he said, with that Ramis look in his eyes, "Maybe we have, and maybe we haven't." I always love that.
Let's see here. Hold on a second. I found the Stump the Bash, but I don't remember. I don't check off which ones we used when I used this iPad. So I have to try to remember whether we.
Oh, we'll never remember the years I used.
I know. So let's see. No, it's not. This is what I'm looking for.
Schitt's Creek is a great show.
Awesome show. That was like one of those shows that I watched like for the first time and didn't really like the first episode or so, and then I went back and then couldn't stop watching it. I don't know why. I didn't like it initially, but fell in love with it quick.
Have you noticed? I don't know how many of these shows you watch, but a lot of the Canadian shows end up having at least one American actor, but usually only one or two.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Schitt's Creek had one, the mayor of the town, Chris Elliott.
Right. Chris Elliott was great in that.
Yeah, Mayor Shit. Yeah, he was great. And what other shows am I thinking of right now? You, Me, Her, the show about a throuple, had all Canadian actors except for what's his name? Amy Poehler's brother. I forgot his first name. Was it Greg? Maybe, I don't remember. But he's the only American actor on that one. What other ones? Ginny and Georgia is another Canadian show that had a couple of American actors. It seems like they all have at least one. Working Moms.
Oh, okay.
I really like that. That's a Canadian show that had, the star of the show, who played Kate. She's American.
Yeah.
But her husband's Canadian. Her husband played her husband on the show, and then everybody else was Canadian.
Yeah, again, I apologize because I'm digging here trying to come up with something interesting to stump the bash. But this is Material Issues, everybody. You know,
we're as professional as we get, as you can get.
Every once in a while, things go a little left of center, and I wonder what. You know what? I might be able to remember this one. Hold on. We might be getting to a stump the bash.
You did one a few weeks ago, and you knew which years I hadn't done.
Yeah, I don't. I just got lucky there. Hold on. Hold on. I think we're okay though. I think we might be able to pull this one out of it. I'm remembering, or not.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
It's like on Big Bang Theory. Sheldon Cooper does not get lucky. Amy Farrah Fowler said, "Yeah, no kidding."
I think we'll be all right here. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah. We might have a usable.
Oh, look at this.
1, 2, 3, 4. What's that?
No, that you might have a.
Oh yeah, Cherry Red CBGB compilation. Hey Tyler, good to see Tyler. Who's Tyler? Because
I'm not sure. Actually, I know that he's Canadian from Toronto, I believe.
Nice. Well, all right.
Did I get that? Not yet. It's not something that's like really high on my list, Tyler, but it is something I wouldn't mind owning.
All right. I think we've got a usable. And this will be a six songs.
18 points.
Yeah, 18 points. Yeah, is what David would have to get. So hey, if we feel like it, we can play Stump the Bash because again, Ronnie D'Addario, Papa Twig was supposed to be here, and he was here briefly, but his Wi-Fi connection went south. So again, we have open dates in the future. We'll try to get him when he's all fired up and better. As far as
when his laptop is better.
But until that time, let's try to stump David. And if for some reason we duplicate one of these years, just act like you don't know David and get a perfect 5. Here we go.
No, I'm not going to do that. If we do that, I'll just say we've done that one already, and we'll just hang it up. All
right, here we go. Pulled this from the very bottom of the pile. I don't know when we originally did the 5 of these, but you know how it works. David usually picks a year. We're not going to do that this time. I'm just going to go from the first available open year to the last one, and he's got to.
Oh, really? I don't get to choose a year. We're just going to go through it.
Just going to go.
All right. Well, I guess if we have to do all 6, doesn't really matter.
We're going to do all 6 anyway. You got to average 3 points, which is by getting it by clue number 3. on all 6 of these to get 18, or you're stumped. So it's all good. Play along, Tim. Tim said he's a little foggy today. He's not expecting to do very well, but that might just be when you do your best, Tim. Who knows? Here we go. This actually, from the bottom of my big pile of papers here, chart position number 52.
All right. That's in the middle.
It's in the middle. It's not completely comfortable. It might be a little uncomfortable, but
oh, yeah.
We're going to start with 1966.
Okay.
I do not believe
this one. On that one. All right.
This is chart position ending number 52 in 1966. Here is clue number 1 for 5 points. I'm writing down 1966, and forgive me because I haven't reviewed these tonight. Here we go. This track, written by the artist's husband, peaked at number 2 on Billboard and was one of her biggest hits of the 1960s.
Her husband.
1966.
Well, let's see.
I'm just putting up a banner here about Ronnie.
I'm thinking about women who had husbands who were songwriters. I might have one in mind, but if it's finished at number 2, I don't think that's it. Let's try another one. Oh, well. I don't think this song was as big as number 2, though.
Yeah, peaked at number 2 on Billboard.
Is that one of her biggest hits ever, or in the 60s?
60s.
Oh, the 60s. One of them, or the biggest?
One of her biggest hits of the 60s.
All right, then. The woman I'm thinking of is probably not right, because I don't think in the 60s she had number 1. I assume that the bigger hit was number 1. Although it could have been a number 2 with more weeks, or at number 2 or something. Shit. Well, there's 3 women I'm thinking of right now. And one of them I don't think had a number 2 that year. Another one, I don't know if this person was her husband. Actually, I don't think he was. So, oh shit. I'm just gonna go for it, but I don't think this is right. Bang Bang by Cher.
How the hell did you get 5 points right out of the gate? Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down by Cher.
What the hell was bigger, but from her in the 60s?
Don't ask me. I'm not prepared tonight with any answer.
Come on. I can't believe I got that.
You got 5 points. Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down. Cher. Her husband Sonny wrote the darn thing.
I'm gonna have to pull this up now. I want to see what I mean, I remember her having, obviously she had some number 1s in the 70s. Let me see.
Even Tim woke up and said, "Wow, David."
I'm shocked I got that, because again, I
did not think you were anywhere near there. I was already looking at clue number 2 and trying to see how I could remember it, but you freaking got it already.
Let me see her chart run here. I have to know this.
What are you looking up?
I'm looking up her chart run to see if she had a number 1 in the 60s, but I don't recall that.
I don't know.
Where is her Cher singles discography? Bang Bang is number 2. Yeah, she didn't. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves was number 1. I knew that. Half Breed and Dark Lady were number 1. I knew that as well.
Wow.
But no, that is her biggest hit in the 60s by quite a bit. You Better Sit Down, Kids was
there you go.
Number 9. But all right, I'll take it.
You take it right out of the gate. 5 points. All of a sudden it's Mr. Relax time He doesn't have to.
I'm shocked.
With the little things. All right. Well, we're going to follow up 1966 with 1967.
Okay.
Going right along. So I don't think you chose this one first.
I better not have. Again, I don't recognize having that 1966.
All right, here we go. 1967 chart position number 52. This song was written by Charlie Chaplin. Yes, that guy. In 1966 and intended for the film A Countess from Hong Kong, which he wrote and directed. Chaplin was determined to have this song sung by Al Jolson until he was convinced by seeing a photo of Al Jolson's tombstone that Mr. Jolson had indeed died 16 years earlier. Ultimately, only an instrumental was used in the movie.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I've never seen the movie. I've never even heard of the movie.
Great clue, though. What a great clue that is. Yes.
I got to hear it once more. I don't know if I'll be able to glean anything. But
this song was written by Charlie Chaplin. Yes, that guy in 1966. Intended for the film A Countess from Hong Kong, which Charlie Chaplin wrote and directed. He was determined to have the song sung by Al Jolson until he was convinced by seeing a photo of Al Jolson's tombstone that Mr. Jolson had indeed died 16 years earlier. Ultimately, only an instrumental version was used in the movie.
I'm not sure this song was 67. I thought it was 66. But the thing that comes to mind, I could see Al Jolson singing, and also would have made a pretty good instrumental. Is it Winchester Cathedral by New Vaudeville Band?
It is not.
Okay. I think that's from 66.
All right. Well, we did not get 5 points there.
I mean, you can see Al Jolson singing that song.
Sure, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. All right, here we go. This is not going to give you too much more help here, but there's some label information. Clue number 2 for 4 points. Released in February of 1967 on the Warner Brothers label in the USA, backed with the track High, and peaked at number 3 on Billboard.
Warner. Well, that could be so many things. Written by Charlie Chaplin. And you said an instrumental version was
in the movie.
In the movie. Well, let me think. What the hell? I'm thinking of a group on that label, but I don't believe that anything by them was written by Charlie Chaplin. At least I don't think so. So let's see who else was on that label. Read the clue again. I'm sorry.
Sure, no. Released in February of 1967 on the Warner Brothers label of the USA, backed with the track High, and peaked at number 3 on Billboard.
Yeah, I don't know the song High. See, this is what happens when you're not a singles collector. You don't remember B-sides. Okay, so I don't think it can't be the group I'm thinking of. Because again, I know who wrote their songs, their hits. So who else was on Warner's that would be having hits at that time? I can't see Al Jolson singing the song I'm thinking of, but right now I can't think of any other Warner Brothers acts that had big hits. I'm sure there were.
This has to be an older Stump the Badge, because I'm kind of reading the these are some great freaking clues, and I don't remember writing these things at all.
Right. Well, I don't think these years are not the ones I took. Oh shit! Was this on Warner Brothers? No, I don't. No, it wasn't. I'm not. I don't think this is going to be right. And by rights, I shouldn't have had the share either, because It wasn't.
Yeah.
Whatever source you use had wrong info. That's let's see.
You got it. You got it.
I don't think I have this one yet, or maybe not at all. God, I should know more Warner Brothers acts from that period because I have so many albums that had the inner sleeve with other Warner Brothers albums. And I'm going to assume this band had or this artist had an album. Yeah. I'll just take a wild stab. Don't Sleep in the Subway by Petula Clark.
Oh, what a great guess, but incorrect.
Yeah, I don't know how great a guess it was.
Awesome guess. All right. Sit back, relax for this extremely long clue number 3 for 3 points. Man, I'm getting tired just looking at it because this one gets in depth. And if you speak other languages, this probably is going to give you clues. Here we go. Chaplin considered having the song recorded by this singer who lived near him in Switzerland. It was also recorded in French as C'est ma chanson, lyrics by Pierre Delano, who felt the song a poor choice for this artist. In German as Love, so heißt mein Song, lyrics by Joachim Rellin, and in Italian as Cara Felicita, lyrics by Ciro Bertini. The artist did not even wish to record the song in English because the artist disliked the deliberately old-fashioned lyrics, which Chaplin refused to modify. However, after the translated versions of the song had been recorded, some time remained on the session, and the artist was coaxed to use this time to record Chaplin's lyrics. The recording session featured the backing of the Wrecking Crew. Can you read the song titles? Yep, I can condense it a little bit.
I just need the song titles. Yep. All right, in the different languages.
In French, C'est ma chanson. In German, Love, so heißt mein Song. And in Italian as Cara Felicita.
Read the French one again.
French, C'est ma chanson.
All right, I think I know it. I mean, my little bit of French that I remember from high school. I think I had the artist correct, but I didn't have a. Is it This Is My Song by Petula Clark?
3 points. You hit it. I didn't know if you spoke other foreign languages very well, I guess, when I created that original clue, but I said if you could speak them, you might get a clue.
Well, chanson, I know a song. And then you read it in German, and the word song is in the title. And Warner Brothers, Petula Clark.
There you go.
In Switzerland, huh? Okay.
Yeah, this is
Tim, did you get it?
By Petula Clark. Tim was thinking, nope again. Nope again. Well, tonight's not a real competition, Tim. We're just seeing if you how you're doing as we go along, because this is just fine by the heel of our pants. If you're just joining us, Ronnie D'Addario is supposed to be the guest tonight, but he has had technical difficulties. His laptop went down. He tried to join us via cell phone, and the connection was just not very strong.
But stick with us if you're a fan of 60s, 70s, top 40 songs, because that's what we're playing. We're playing a game involving those.
Stump the Bash. So far, David has gotten a perfect 5 on 1966. He hit the average of 3 on 67, so he's at 8 points, averaging 4, but he only has to average 3 as we move on now to 1968.
Wait a minute. You're telling me I didn't pick those 3?
I don't think you.
That makes very little. Are you sure?
I can't be sure. I cannot be sure. This is
what's the next year that you're thinking of? You're going to choose
71. Yeah.
Well, it's possible. I did.
It is possible.
All right, 68 it is.
Let's give it a try. Here we go. Track year ending number 52 in 1968. This track, originally recorded in 1966 and released by the songwriter in 1967, where it spent 3 weeks at number 1 on Billboard, was recorded and released by this artist in July of 1968, where it peaked at number 3 on Billboard. The original version has been recognized as one of the earliest psychedelic rock tracks ever. The original version.
All right, so it was written by the artist who recorded it in the following year.
It was originally recorded in 1968 by the songwriter of this track, who released it in 67, where it spent 3 weeks at #1 on Billboard. It was then recorded and released by this artist in July of 1968. So this is a re-recording of a hit from 1967 by the songwriter. If you can.
All right, so the songwriter did it in 67, but another, and it hit #1 for
in 1967, it hit #1 on Billboard for 3 weeks. Yes.
And then the next artist,
this artist who we're talking about, redid it in 1968, where it peaked at #3 on.
It should be really easy, but
and the original version in 1967 has been recognized as one of the earliest psychedelic rock tracks ever.
Should be really easy. Earliest psychedelic rock. Well, we'll see if I have an issue with how they describe it, what they describe as psychedelic rock.
Yeah, you might, but I don't know.
Well, you know what's you. I'm sure you know the original version. Does it seem like psychedelic rock to you?
Yes, I would say so. Yes. Yes.
Okay. God, this should be really easy then.
Yeah, I would say this is psychedelic rock.
All right, if you say so. And it was #1 for 3 weeks.
Yeah, the original artist had it as #1, and then this version, done in July of 1968, peaked at #3.
It seems like. Did it say what part of 1967?
No. It just says the original was released.
It would have to be really early in the year to call it one of the original, or the first psychedelic rock song, because
yeah, I could
by mid 67 there were lots of them.
Yeah.
Now, early in 67. So we know that the first artist is a solo act.
You don't know that.
I thought you said.
I just said released by the songwriter in 1967, but he could be a part of.
I think if it says released by the songwriter, it's a solo act.
No, I'm going to tell you it's not a solo act.
Oh, it isn't? Then that's a weird clue. All right.
Yeah, the person who wrote it is just a single person, but he's
part of a group.
Member of a group, yes.
All right.
Yeah. And again, this must be an old Stump the Bash, because I don't remember any of this at all.
Well, some of it sounds familiar to me, but that could be because it's similar to other clues.
Sure. Yeah. Tim has an idea.
Yeah, you probably got it. This should be an easy one, especially with the 3 weeks at #1, and I'm still not getting it. I got to think of bands who would have.
But the re-recording by this artist in July of 1968.
I have to figure out which bands had a song finish and hit #1 for 3 weeks, psychedelic or not. Jesus, I'm going to be embarrassed if I don't get this one, because that's something that should be obvious to me. But
the original hit #1 July 29th of 1967.
Oh, that was part of the clue, and I didn't.
No, I'm just looking it up right now. I'm just giving you a little extra.
All right, so
during
obviously earlier in the year, but the first psychedelic rock track, and then it was covered and hit #3.
Well, it's recognized as one of the earliest psychedelic.
One of the earliest. All right.
The earliest. It doesn't say first.
Right. Oh God, we got a whole bunch more viewers now. What a time to be embarrassed, eh?
And if you're tuning in for Ronnie D'Addario, you see across the bottom, he had technical difficulties. If for some reason he pops back on by some miracle, we'll bring him in here. But if not, we'll get him rescheduled. It's a material issue. And right now, David's having material issues trying to figure out this 1968 track and Stump the Bash.
Boy, am I. Well, this is just the first clue.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste more time. No, I don't have it.
All right, let's go on to clue number 2 for 4 points. Still keep you wide in front of your average. This version, released in July of 1968 on the RCA Victor label, backed with the track California Dreams.
I think I know it now.
For 4 points.
And I believe this guy, if I'm correct, sang a very funky version of the Star Spangled Banner before a World Series game, which pissed off a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people liked it also, but I think it pissed off more than those who liked, because they found it to be somewhat irreverent.
I'm just going to write down 4 points here.
Yeah, it's Light My Fire by Jose Feliciano.
Yes, it is. 4 points. Light My Fire by Jose Feliciano. Of course, originally done by The Doors, written by Robbie Krieger.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's probably one of the first.
Earliest psychedelic, Summer of Love. I think it's the, I think, Light My Fire, psychedelic rock.
Oh, you didn't get it? Who did you think it was, Tim?
Tim thought it was Petula Clark again. He was
right.
Petula Clark.
I don't think she ever covered anything that was remote.
Terry Jr. chiming in, Light My Fire. Hey,
Terry got it. Okay, good for you, Terry.
Well, you're still
good
way
to
ahead.
See you, by the way.
You're
former guest of ours on Material Issues.
Yeah,
one of the main men of the great band, The Numbers. Good to see you.
All right. Well, David, you're at 12 out of your 18, and you still have 3 tracks to go. So you're ahead of the curve. Oh, Tim thought it was Walk Away Renee.
The Four Tops did cover that.
Four Tops covered.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument that it's psychedelic pop. I see it more as Baroque pop. And the Four Tops did do it, although it didn't reach number 3.
No.
They did a great version of it, though.
But if it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
Right. That'd be a great title for a Baroque comp.
All right, we're going to move on now to, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised that maybe you didn't get asked for this year originally, but we'll see. 1970.
Maybe I did. Again, you're not so sure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. But 1971, year-end track number 52. Here it is. Clue number 1 for 5 points. This is a gospel-infused cover version released in 1971 on the Atlantic label. The original version from the year before, which would be 1970, won 5 Grammy awards for the artist and songwriter.
I know it.
You know it.
Yeah, it's Bridge Over Troubled Water by Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin, Bridge Over. I can never say her name correctly. I apologize. No, Aretha, one of the classics. 5 points.
It's possible we had this clue before. I can't. I'm not going to say for sure, but it came to me very quickly. Although it's not once you said Atlantic and gospel, that narrowed it down.
Right. I figured you were coming right out of the gates with that one anyhow. But you listen, you're at 17 of the required 18 points, and you've got 2 songs left. All you've got to do is coast all the way down to the.
Somehow, I think I'll make it.
I think you're going to make it. All right. In order not to be stumped, we go to 1973. Clue number 1 for 5 points. A country song written by Kenny Odell, produced by Billy Sherrill, encouraged Odell to write music for this artist.
Well, Kenny Odell did have a top 40 hit during that period, and the name of it escapes me. Was it Beautiful People, maybe? I know that's the name of one of his albums. I'm visualizing it. That might be that, and it might have been the title track that finished in the top 40. But I don't want to look it up in case it mentions something about him writing for other people. Produced by whom?
Produced by Billy Sherrill, who encouraged Kenny Odell to write music for this particular.
It's a country song.
Yeah.
Well, trying to think of country. Well, there are a few country songs. Great album.
Good to see you, Terry. Yes,
you too, Terry. Thanks. Well, there are a few songs that year which I would consider country. One of them may have peaked in '73, and it's pretty god awful. So I hope it's not that one. Then there's another one that, while this artist is not a country artist per se, the song might have been thought of as one. And then there's another one, but I think the other one probably wrote the song himself. So I'm just going to take a wild stab here. Delta Dawn by Helen Reddy.
Oh, what a great song Delta Dawn was. It's an incorrect answer, but man, I that was one of my closet favorites. Last night.
Huh? You mean what you were doing in the closet when you played it?
I was turning Japanese by the Vapors. No, it's like, last night at the restaurant, we were packed, and, I not only bartend, but I played guitar behind the bar. And I did a song last night that, as I was doing some of the opening chords, everybody, it was just packed place. They were all listening to me. And I said, you know what? When I was young, you never admitted liking this song at all in public. You couldn't go to school and say, I liked this song. But at night, with my transistor radio on my little mono earplug, when this song came on, I knew the lyrics. I sang the whole thing, and I broke into Mandy by Barry Manilow. The whole bar was singing along,
Yeah.
In retrospect, everybody loved it, but but it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, there were enough songs I liked that were even bigger pussy songs than Delta Dawn. I mean, and I hope we get this guy as a guest one day, because I have reached out to him. But yeah, if you admitted liking Heartbeat as a love beat, which I loved,
yes.
Oh my God, you would be really cruising for a bruising.
Well, and even back
Donnie, anything by Donnie, of course. Bobby Sherman, any of the teen idols.
Oh, Julie, yeah. Do you love me?
Yes. You really couldn't admit to liking stuff like that. But,
no, you couldn't. Even so much as when
Tony DeFranco might have been worse than any of them.
Could be. When the Bay City Rollers came out, I had fights in the hallway between I love the Beatles, but they were saying how the Bay City Rollers were greater than the Beatles, and I took umbrance to that. But now, all these years later, I love the Bay City Rollers pop. I do, but back then, you couldn't admit to being a Rollers fan. Then you had to go in the girls' side of the gym. You just couldn't. That's just the way it was.
Right. But I'm 3 years older than you, so Donnie was more in the picture for us. And yes. I have to admit, my belief is just about every guy liked those Donny Osmond songs because they were catchy.
They were catchy. All catchy.
But yeah, just try to admit it.
But you couldn't sing it in public.
There was one guy who, I may have said this on the show before. One of my friends, and we were listening to Sweet and Innocent in summer camp 1971. And of course, all the guys were saying, disparaging things about Donnie. Stupid shit like I could take him, as if whether or not he could fight has any relevance to the song. But this one guy, who's now I've reunited with through Facebook, he said, I wish I was him. And he was the coolest guy in our group.
Right. Yeah.
So, that shows security.
Sure.
This is a great athlete who got any girl they just loved him. And he still said, I wish I was Donnie.
Great stuff.
Anyhow,
all right,
we're off the track here. So I got the first clue. Clue, I did not get the right answer. So.
All right, let's move on to clue number 2 for 4 points. You only need one to not be stumped tonight. But this single was this artist's first #1 hit on the country charts and spent 20 weeks on Billboard, and was also a crossover hit in pop charts. It was certified platinum by the RIAA for U.S. sales in excess of 2 million copies. Background vocals were provided by the Nashville Edition.
And you said, is this the first song on the country chart?
It was number 1 on the country charts, but also spent 20 weeks in the country chart and was also a crossover hit on Billboard's pop charts.
Right. Well, it must have been. But are you saying that was his first number 1 on the country charts, or first song on the country?
First number 1 hit on the country charts.
All right. Well, so that doesn't rule out the other guess that I have. But I have a feeling that he wrote his own songs, and he probably did have a number 1 on the country charts earlier, but I could be wrong.
I got to say, even as a youngster, I could not believe that this song was allowed on the radio. So,
all right. Well, that that gives me it doesn't give me an idea. Because that should be giving me more of a clue, and it isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a guess, but I don't think it's right. I don't know if this song was big enough. And I could see why some people might think that it was odd that this is on the radio, but it's not that lascivious or anything.
But I think for the time, it probably was.
All right, this is probably wrong, but I don't have another guess. Behind Closed Doors by Charlie Rich. It wasn't that big.
4 points. 4
Really?
points. Behind Closed Doors by Charlie.
I didn't think it was that big. Wow.
And I'll tell you what. I couldn't post it because Terry came up with it right before you thought of it.
Wow.
So.
Terry, you need to go head to head with me one day.
There we go.
No, he's about my age. He remembers this stuff.
We got to go mano a mano. Tudor versus Bash. Yeah, the Thriller in Vanilla.
I thought he wrote his own stuff. So
yeah, no, written by Kenny Odell on the Epic label.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was on Epic. Kenny Odell was on Decca, I think.
Some radio stations banned the record initially as being racy. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
kind of, but it's also, it's a really beautiful song.
Yeah.
I think I appreciate it more now than I did then.
Tim got 5-pointer on that one.
All right.
Good on you, Tim.
I certainly did not.
But David has not been stumped. He is sitting now at 21 of the required 18 points. He doesn't even have to play along on the.
But I want to.
Yeah, on the last.
Even if I get 0, oh well.
But here we go. The final year is 1975.
All right.
Let's see what your grand total would be. You're sitting at 21 now. Perfect 5 would give you 26. It could be your record. I don't know what your record is or not, but
well, it could be a record only because we're doing 6 years.
6 tracks. Yeah. All right, here we go. This one's difficult. This one looks like very bad clues.
Oh yeah. All right.
Clue number 1 for 5 points. This is a song written by Tony Camillo and released on A&M in March of 1975. Oh, Terry, you got Terry by 4 years. I'm older than
Terry.
I
am. That's true.
Terry by a year.
All right, so the 60s ones might be a little tougher for you. They're not easy for me though.
No.
I had no older brothers. I had no older siblings. I had no older friends. My parents were not. When we were in the car, my mom used to want to play the local stations in Poughkeepsie, New York. She wanted to play the adult ones, which certainly played some songs that became hits, but I wasn't going to be hearing any rock and roll on them. Yeah. It wasn't until I discovered WABC in New York in 1969, late 69, that I started to hear more rock and roll. But anyhow, all right, 75 A&M. Read the whole clue again. Sorry.
Yeah, not much to it. It was released on A&M in March of 1975 and written by Tony Camillo.
Well, let's see if I can think of. Well, I certainly know one big hit on A&M, but it wasn't written by. Everyone knows who wrote this one, and it was later in the year also. But what else was on A&M? Was it 75? No, I think that was 74. So that's not right. Was this on A&M? I don't know if it was on A&M. I'm thinking of a song, but I don't recall if it was. Oh. All right, I think, well, I have two songs in mind. But the other one, I don't know if it would be written by anyone named Tony Camillo. But I know it was on A&M, and I know it was a big hit. You said released in March, which means it would have probably been a big hit in May or June.
Yeah.
And I believe this one was, but the other one might have been also. So the question is, which one is it, or is it even one of the two I'm thinking of? Oh, and there's also another group on A&M who had a hit in, I think it was 75, right? Yeah. It's got to be one of the three. But one of them may not have been on A&M, actually. So I'm going to rule that one out right now. I'm going to let it be between these two. And I'm going to guess Yesterday Once More by the Carpenters.
It is not.
All right.
Once More by Carpenters. So you didn't you didn't finish where you started at 5 points, but you're going on to number 2 for 4 points. All right, here we go. This will give you a little something. This instrumental features the sounds of whistling and explosions.
Trying to think what would have. I got to forget the whistling and explosions. I just got to think what would have been an instrumental. Well, I know somebody who did instrumentals, but I don't think who was on A&M, but I don't think he had a big one that year. Or did he? No, I don't think so. Unless it's a stylistics thing where I'm just forgetting the song altogether. Who else would have had an instrumental in 75 who was on A&M? This should be really easy, and I'm blowing it. Come on, Tim. I want to see you say, I think I have this one. Because I don't think I have it. The other song that I was thinking of, it has been ruled out by the instrumental. Maybe I should think of whistling and none of it's doing it for me. It should.
Well, clue number 3 will put you over the edge. I guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna get 26, or 25 if I don't.
No.
If something doesn't come to me really quickly. Damn. Who had? Because 75 is a little tougher for me than some of the earlier 70s years, because by then I was starting to listen to album rock, but I do know all the songs.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Instrumental on A&M. This shouldn't be so hard. But no, not coming to me.
All right, here he goes. Clue number 3 for 3 points. This will give it to you hands down.
Don't be so sure.
This song was inspired by the catchphrase of the character JJ on the television series Good Times.
Yeah, but now I don't remember the name of the group.
Yeah, the group might be a tough one for you.
It is. I know the song is Dynamite. Who the fuck did it? See, I'm going to get 0 because I forget who did. What were they called? Oh, no. It's not really an instrumental because they say the word dynamite. But,
yeah, I guess.
But I guess it sort of counts. Like tequila counts.
Right, exactly. Tequila is an instrumental, then this is too.
Oh, fuck. I'll never remember the name of the group.
No.
I'll never remember it. Unless there's something in one of the next 2 clues that
there will not be anything in the next 2 clues that gives you the name of the group. Really.
Oh my God, how can I forget that? Yeah, I can hear the song, obviously. Now I hear where the whistles and explosions are. Oh, fuck.
Oh shoot. That's funny. Yeah, it's tough.
It really shouldn't be. I'm just
no, but I figured that's what
it's 1975, and some of these one-hit wonder novelty song things. Those are the ones where you forget the name more likely than any other.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had it. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Is that the song?
Yeah.
No. It's Is the name of the group Bazooka?
No.
All right, well, I don't know it then. Not yet.
You're not going to get it from any of these clues. Clue number 4, the follow-up single, Love Explosion, was less successful, peaking at number 92 on the U.S. R&B charts.
Jeremy Morris? He did a song called Love Explosion. I don't think it peaked at number 92, though.
Tim said he's ending up with 5.
Well, again, you would have gotten more than 5 because you would have gotten... Oh, okay.
I gotta say, Terry has it. He popped it up in the clues here. It doesn't really matter whether because you've already gotten 21 points, but you were very close. It is not Babuka or
Bazooka.
It's Bazooka. You were right. I didn't hear. Maybe I heard you wrong. It is Bazooka.
Yeah, I said that.
I thought you said Babuka, and I was like, well, then you got it. Then you got 3 points.
I don't know how it came to me.
20, but
I knew it started with a B, but
But Terry got it.
All right, so I got 3 points.
You got 24 points out of 18.
Yeah.
You blew.
If you don't believe me, you can listen to the broadcast back.
Yeah, we're going to have to get the replay and do instant replay.
Yeah,
but that was fun.
I definitely said Bazooka. Now, would I have known it was spelled that way?
Yeah,
I probably would have spelled it the normal way, actually. But
I would have asked for proper spelling.
It doesn't surprise me that.
Hey, but
I'm glad it's not a Final Jeopardy question, or
no.
If it was spelled that way, I'd have gotten it wrong.
But you got 24 points out of 18. Blew it away. Had 2 perfect 5s, 2 4s, and 2 3s.
Yeah, okay, nothing. God,
nothing.
I'm so glad Bazooka came to me. Yeah, I have not heard that song possibly since 1975.
I'm going to say that is not a song that I remember.
All these stations don't play it very often.
No, and I think, in fact, I don't even know when we did number 52. I'll have to look that up. But
honestly, the Jimmy Walker clue probably should have been a 1-pointer.
Should have been probably
because, I mean, anyone who was anywhere between 8 and 18 during that year would have been watching Good Times.
And I'll tell you what, it was probably in that ballpark. As you know, I grew up in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, site of Kutztown State College, where my dad was a professor, and they had a nice little auditorium there where I would see acts. Not the big arena at the basketball arena, but a smaller auditorium right next to the building where my dad worked, and I saw Jimmy Walker live stand up.
Wow.
As a teenager. I don't know. I guess I got in because I got free entrance because my dad, but I was front row front row center,
Wow.
being blown away by the nasty language coming
I
out.
was going to say, in a club, he could do that. Yeah.
He did it. He did it then. Here we go. Terry, John Borak, and David would be a great Stump the Bash episode. Ooh, I wonder how we could do that with multiple people, like 3 or 4. That'd be something. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I think I told you about this, but back in that day, you could say on TV that you could never even would be unthinkable now.
Yeah.
There's a Match Game episode where Jimmy Walker was in the top left. I may have talked about this one, but it was a while ago if I did. And, the regulars were there, Brett, Charles, Richard, and I don't remember who else was on. And I don't remember what the question was where you needed to fill in the blank, but Charles Nelson Riley said something like watermelon, black-eyed peas, and chitlins. And obviously it was some racially motivated answer. You could never do that now. And of course, the camera flashed to Jimmy Walker, who's laughing at it. But the question, you wonder what he was thinking inside. I mean, black actors, comedians, celebrities, whatever, they knew that at that time, in order to get along, they had to go along.
Well, the classics, Sammy Davis Jr. had to take all the racial jabbing from all the Rat Pack because he was a member of it, and he took it. Flip Wilson took a lot.
They all had to take it, and you wonder what they were thinking.
Yeah.
But they knew, again, the phrase to get along, you got to go along.
Right.
And I remember mentioning this on the show too. When they did the celebrity roasts, and Wilt Chamberlain was on the dais. If anyone told a racial joke, he didn't laugh.
Yeah. Because
he's not part of that fraternity.
Right.
But he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it the way Red Fox or Esther Roll or Sammy Davis Jr. or any of the other black celebrities did.
Well, did you speaking of Red Fox, did you see Demond Wilson?
Demond Wilson passed away, which is a shame.
Another one, yeah.
Do you remember the Black Odd Couple?
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me think. Hold on. No.
You remember who played Felix?
No, who played Felix? I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah.
Ron Glass.
Yes. Okay.
Ron Glass played. It was so like a lot of those kind of shows, kind of like when they did the Twilight Zone movie. Half of the episodes were just remakes of the regular Odd Couple episode.
Yeah,
and half of them were new. The one thing I didn't like about the Black Odd Couple was that every now and then Oscar would call on the original show. Oscar would call Felix Feel, especially if he was if he was trying to put him down a little bit. Yeah. And they really overdid that on the Black Odd Couple. I mean, Demond would call Ron Feel 5 times a show. That's very true. Frank Sinatra was known as somebody who would not take racism at all. And if any blacks that he knew of were not allowed to stay at a hotel, he'd tell them, well, then I'm not performing here. So you guys can just go fuck yourselves.
He would just buy the hotel and close it down.
People didn't do that then.
Yeah.
But he came to the defense. And part of it was that as a kid, he was called all kinds of racially motivated names.
Sure.
And so he had empathy.
We've talked about many times in many episodes, just the television shows, especially the game shows back in those days, late 60s into the 70s, the things that they said and they got away with, even not only racial epithets, but the way they would talk to good-looking women, on the dais or on the
panel. My God, yeah.
They'd turn and just like, oh God, your cleavage is looking great tonight, or things you couldn't say out loud on any.
Not a chance.
or you'd be Jimmy the Greek real fast,
Right. And Jimmy the Greek was in the 80s. Can you imagine now?
Yeah, incredible.
No, yeah. I mean, women, obviously, female celebrities had to go along, but in a different way.
Yeah,
it's a whole, they had to take it, and not only that, they had to laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, only Wilt Chamberlain, because he was well, not. I don't remember. Well, I think when Muhammad Ali was on, they never said anything too racially motivated. Not to him.
Yeah. Well, even the only thing that gets away with it really today is the when they who does the roasts.
People still do them.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean those roasts?
Yeah, those roasts where
Nikki Glaser sometimes hosts those.
Yeah, who's Jeff Ross?
Jeff Ross does too. Yeah,
he kind of they get away with a lot because
they get away with, but not that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're just all.
They definitely get away with calling people calling women sluts and things like that.
Unbelievable! Oh Lord,
God, there was some. Joel. If Joel's still here, he's not going to like this. But this is one of my few bragging rights I have against him. Joel was and is an Odd Couple expert. Oftentimes when we would watch the shows, he'd say the lines before the actors would, which would annoy the shit out of me, but he would do it anyway. I don't remember, but we were talking about the episode when Felix. I think he's charged with. Exactly. Oh God! Oh man, hold that thought, Terry, because I got something great on that. Howard was so inappropriate. Actually, I'll go to that right now. Who did he say this about? Well, first of all, he wanted to fuck Erin Gray. Like nobody's business. Not that most guys didn't, but he might as well have just said, "Aaron, I want to fuck you." Because he was talking about Erin Gray, the lithe one. What a body she's got, And but who was it that he would talk about? I think it was Brooke Shields, or yes, she's becoming a beautiful young woman. Stuff like that. So, sometimes even a little more lascivious than that. But
because I remember
it's funny. I'm a young girl that he would say that about.
Well, I'm pulling up some things here because I remember now that Terry brought it up how inappropriate things Cosell would say. There's a remark from the 70s on a live broadcast where Cosell reportedly referred to a female reporter asking a question as "little girl." A comment
really?
Criticized and patronized as sexist. And then in 1983, following a touchdown by Washington Redskins receiver Alvin Garrett, who was black, Cosell said, "That little monkey gets loose, doesn't he?"
Well, you know what, though? Cosell he deserves a lot of criticism from being loose with inappropriate things. But that one really wasn't, because they showed a clip from about 10 years earlier when Mike Adamle, a Jets running back, had caught a pass in the open, and he said, "Look at that little monkey go." And he's white. Right. So it was more of a term of endearment, like sort of a young guy that maybe reminded him of his grandchild. Oh, this is annoying. He doesn't want me to. Joel, Heather Lock. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to remember though which young girl. It might have been Brooke Shields. Also, maybe Christy McNichol. I don't remember. She is developing into a fine young woman.
Well, Christy McNichol was always on those sports.
No, she was a good athlete.
Yeah.
But Erin Gray was really a great. Alvin Garrett. No, again, the Alvin Garrett thing, he really didn't deserve the criticism, because he would call a lot of small players who were fast little monkeys, and even white ones. There was a documentary on it, and whoever was the filmmaker did pull out the Mike Adamle clip, and it showed it was just a term of endearment for him, white or black. But people forgot, and when he did it with Alvin Garrett, yeah. I mean, Cosell's not. He was getting older, and he probably slipped a few more times in the 80s than he would have in the 70s.
Oh, I know. I had a big thing for McNichol.
Yeah, Howard didn't quite say that, but it was more like, she's coming of age,
She's developing
as a young woman, and you just, if you tried to say that now, you'd be fired.
Oh Lord,
God, those days were.
We could do a whole show on just great, 60s and 70s sitcoms that we remember, and just start pulling out a list and talking about them.
But yeah, what was the other? No, I don't want to get into that right now. I remember. Sorry, Tyler. I'll just say this. No, right. Yes, he was very much a sexist.
Yeah.
And also very inappropriate when talking about young girls. But no, I will say this. I hope the lockout doesn't happen because the Dodgers, own Europe now. But basically, yeah. I mean, it's getting to the point now where, but then again, I mean, the Yankees and just about every year. I mean, they didn't do it by buying guys. They had an amazing farm system with a very shrewd general manager, George Weiss. But yeah, now it's getting to the point where you might as well just hand the trophy to the Dodgers. I mean, they're just, they're getting better every year by acquiring, by being able to pay for these guys.
And I don't think Major League Baseball is complaining, because LA is a huge market and they're loving it, and everybody across the country. There's a lot of LA fans across the country, not from just LA.
No, whatever makes them the most money, they're happy with. Even steroids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Howard Cosell would often during the World Series broadcast would say, and that reminds me of the 55 series. He was a huge Dodgers fan, and that was the only a huge Brooklyn Dodgers fan. And 55 was the only year that they won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Normally the Yankees beat them, but before that, other teams. I think the first one they made was 1920, and the Cleveland Indians beat them. And then they weren't in the series again till 41 when the Yankees beat them due to Mickey Owen pass ball. That was the only year that they won.
I have
in Brooklyn.
I have a complete unused ticket to the 55 series.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way, not even cut? Just
not even cut. I have.
That's got to be worth lots of money.
I have one where the stub is taken off, but it's interesting. My dad was finishing up in the military in New York City, and he got tickets to go to one of the games, but a friend that was supposed to go couldn't go at the last second. So my dad and another friend went, but they had that third ticket. And I found that complete ticket that my dad had put in a Bible, closed it up. The Bible was packed away. And when my dad passed away and I was going through all the stuff, I found the unused ticket. Yeah. I've got it PSA graded and everything. Yeah.
Wow. That's got to be a few $100 at the very least.
Oh, it goes for about $1,500. Yeah.
Wow. Which game was it?
I think it was game 4. I'd have to go pull it out of my.
Okay, but not the deciding game.
No, not the deciding game. That's why it's
the one Johnny Padres won.
Yeah.
Now look who we have here.
Hello, Rena.
Hello, Mark.
How you doing?
Okay.
All good. Yeah. How's the egg timer treating you? I hope the egg timer's treating you well.
Very cute.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that gift. It was cool.
Oh, I love it. I couldn't believe when I saw these things. I said, who would like that? I said it'd be cool for David, but I think Rena would get more use out of it. So.
No, she would definitely.
It's very cool. But now, listen, Ronnie D'Addario couldn't make it tonight. We feel bad about that, but hopefully we can. No,
he did make it. Let's think about it. He made it, but the connection was wonky, and
he made it, but it had a wonky connection. So you talked for as long as you could, and then he kind of went and
we're part of his laptop wasn't able to be charged, and so he had to use his phone, which for whatever reason wasn't getting a good connection. So we will contact him. Make the third time hopefully will be a charm, and we'll actually have an episode with the full episode with him. Oh, and then there's the what are those?
Szechuan peppercorn chicken. Szechuan peppercorn chicken Doritos. Found them at the
Japanese,
right? And I just thought I would buy this pack and actually have a live taste test to see if they are really good.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Szechuan
episode of Let's Get Chippy with Mark as the taste tester.
Hold on.
Let's get chippy.
Oh, the aroma coming out of the bag when I opened it up wasn't fantastic.
No. Uh-oh.
Does it smell stale?
It's not. We looked at the expiration date. It's got 4 months.
So it theoretically just is supposed to smell like that. Okay.
It's not, it you know what's weird? Because you know it's a Dorito, but it smells like chicken.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of like the crisps in the UK that the roasted chicken flavor crisps.
Yes.
They don't smell like potatoes.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Mark's trying to decide if he likes it.
Yeah, it could go really either way, but it's weird because I love Szechuan peppercorns. You get a blast of that right in your tongue, but then it finishes up like chicken soup. It's really weird. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just not what you were expecting in a Dorito.
Well, you just because it doesn't really taste like anything a Dorito would taste like, but it literally like if you had Szechuan peppercorns and bit on them, and then all of a sudden you washed it down with chicken soup. That's exactly what this tastes like. It's not.
That's great.
Okay, now Sweetie needs a bag.
I'm gonna have to try it. Yeah.
Do Doritos really expire? No, they have a shelf life of 150 years, I believe.
Yeah, that I believe.
They're like cockroaches. They never die. Nothing can kill them.
It's really, really. I mean, it's interesting. I not unlike an actual bag of Doritos where if I crack it open, I could finish the whole bag because I really enjoy Doritos. This I'd have to think about every single one. Like, do I really like this or not? I can't really tell. But that's what it is. It's a back end of chicken soup.
I'll have to look that one up and see if anyone out here has it.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's bad. It's just
I shouldn't be eating those right now.
Your will be ready in about 5 minutes.
Oh, our dinner's ready in 5 minutes. Okay.
Good to see you, Rena. Loved Rena.
No, she took off.
Oh, good. All right. Well, what do we got coming up here? Let's talk about next week. We're going to run a pre-record.
We're going to run a pre-record of somebody who in the pop music world of the 60s and, kind of in the acting world as well. It's very iconic. Half of the great duo of Chad and Jeremy. Still active, still playing shows, still carting around CDs at age 84. But, man, does he look and sound good. He's well preserved and still got it because we heard songs from his latest album, which were songs that inspired him from the 60s mainly, but some before. We're talking about Jeremy Clyde of Chad and Jeremy.
What a great interview it was.
It was. He's such a gentleman.
It's a
really thing. Yeah, really good guy.
And we had to pre-record it because it would have been really late to do a live show with him. And it went on for quite a long time. It did. It's a very long interview.
He told some wonderful stories. So we're going to air that one at our usual time.
We will not be live next Sunday. It will be
live.
Jeremy Clyde, but
well worth watching.
Yeah, it would be a great one. Then we got a couple of open weeks. Who knows? We might have Ronnie D'Addario back.
I'm gonna contact him, see if he can do either the 15th or 22nd. I did hear back from an artist who I told you I was gonna contact. She seemed interested, but I don't know if she quite understood what I was asking. Because she asked about details. I'll just leave it at that. And I gave her all the details, but maybe she was seeing if we were going to pay her. And well, all I can say is we're making zero on this, so we just can't afford to do that.
Actually, less than zero. Yeah.
But she just doesn't strike me as the type.
Yeah.
who would ask for. So maybe she just didn't quite perceive the details in my first message.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can work it out. She's someone who had a hit in 1972, which is one of my favorite songs from that year.
Delta Dawn.
No, that's not 72, and no, that's not one of my favorites. Not even. I mean, I like it. I don't. There aren't any Helen Reddy songs that I don't like. Oh, the country song from partially 73, but started its action in 72 that I said I couldn't stand was a Funny Face by Donna Fargo.
Oh yeah.
God, that is awful.
Terrible song. Terrible song. Yeah.
No, I don't like anything that I've heard from her.
Good call.
I'm not a country music fan, and when it's like these sappy country ballads, see, something like Behind Closed Doors, that's much better because it's not sappy. It's quite a tribute to the woman that he's with.
And it's a well written and produced song, and you can appreciate that. It's just it's when I was young, just to think of somebody singing "No One Knows What Goes On Behind Closed Doors." All of a sudden, I wanted to know what goes on behind closed doors.
Now, let me ask you this, because a lot of people aren't crazy about this artist because he had talk about a sappy number one, Honey, in 1968, and people just absolutely hate that song because it's so mawkish.
Yeah.
But in 1973, he had what I thought was one of the most suggestive songs that were, and it actually kind of reminds me of, what was the name of the movie with Jennifer O'Neill, Summer of 49?
47 was, hold on.
I think it was 49.
Is it 49 or 47? I'm sorry. Jennifer O'Neill, Summer of 42.
Oh, 42. God, we're both wrong.
I thought it was 47, yeah.
Sorry, folks.
What a great movie that is, too.
So, I mean, what a fantasy that is. And she was just such a smoke show.
Who was the male in that?
Oh, his name, Gary Grimes?
Gary Grimes.
Yeah. I got that one.
As Hermie. Yeah, remember Hermie?
Hermie, yeah. He was the one. He became, they became the object of each other's affection, but she made him a man.
Gary.
I love how the idea that if you have sex, you're now a man, but okay.
We got to have Gary Grimes on the show. He's 70 years old. Let's get Gary Grimes.
That would be good. Because, I don't know anything else he's done. Yeah, Summer of 42. We got it.
Summer 42. Yeah, I don't know that he did.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I mean, there's no debating. A lot of people loved it. It was like a big hit. What was I going to say about? And Jerry Hauser played Oski, didn't he?
Yes, Jerry Hauser was Oski. Is he still alive?
I think so. Well, we love him more for Slapshot than I do than anything. He played Dave Killer Carlson.
He's still alive. Benji was played. Remember Benji? Oliver Conant.
I have no idea who that is.
I just
remember the other friend.
He was the geeky little guy with the glasses in Summer of 42.
I forgot. I mean, I remember all the stuff leading up to him Hermie sleeping with, what was her name
in the movie?
Yeah,
Dorothy.
Yeah. Oh, was that hot? Oh my God!
It really was. I mean,
you want to talk about closet fodder? Holy cow!
Man, I haven't thought about that movie in a long time. But what a great movie! I wonder if that what's that DVD that movie company that redoes or repackages all the great films and remasters them.
Oh, the Criterion Collection.
I wonder if they have that in the Criterion Collection.
They should. It's classic, and it was very tastefully done.
Great call.
Again, she was just an absolute drop dead gorgeous woman. But
sure was.
What I'm bringing up is what year was Summer of 42?
Let's see here. It was 1971.
All right, so the song was after. It was around the summer of 73. It was called Summer of the First Time by Bobby Goldsboro. I don't know if you remember that song, but you should listen to it. It wasn't a huge hit.
Don't remember.
I think it made it to like number 21 or something.
Yeah.
But I used to hear it on American Top 40, and it was on for several weeks. And oh my God, what a provocative song! And you wouldn't expect something like that out of Bobby Goldsboro. And nothing, I mean, no dirty language or anything like that. But it was the same premise as Summer of 42. A young man gets seduced by an older woman, and he becomes a man. Yeah, there are a few lines in there that might be a little over the top, but not dirty. And some people might, and some people might find the music again maybe a little bit overly dramatic. I love that song, and I will fight to the death if I have to over that. Because a lot of people who heard it think again but man, that song was Summer of 42 basically. It embodied, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be from that era. It was a hot afternoon, the last day of June, and the sun was a demon.
Now I remember. Now when you talk about that lyric,
the first lyrics.
Yeah. I'm just writing.
I'm trying to think, and I'm not a lyrics guy. Maybe Joel remembers the song if he's still here. Then she turned to me. I heard her softly say, "I know you're young and don't know what to do or say. Stay with me until the sun has gone away, and I will chase the boy in you away."
Holy cow!
You're listening to that and I'm 14 at this point, and I say, "Oh my God, what a fantasy!" But that was basically Dorothy and Hermie.
What a great! This whole show was a lot of fun tonight, but it was worth it that you brought back up Summer of 42 into my head, because I haven't thought about that movie in such a long time.
Probably streaming somewhere.
It's got to be streaming. It's just such
or that you could find the DVD for like $1 probably.
I mean, and I had that fantasy. You'd show up as a delivery boy with a package of whatever to this smoking hot, oh, Lord Almighty.
A smoking hot woman who lost her husband in the war.
Oh my God. Yes.
Needed some kind of validation.
Very vulnerable, and what a great movie. I'm going to have to see if the Criterion Collection has that.
Joel, if you're still listening, what do you think of Summer the First Time by Bobby Goldsboro? I'm talking to my brother here.
Yep.
If he's still on. I'm sure he remembers the song too.
See,
He may not be here anymore.
Amazon has.
Anyway, we'll talk about one other guest we have, and then we'll wrap things up here. On March 1st, we were talking about heartthrobs earlier. This guy was a heartthrob from a different generation. I think a lot of girls who grew up with David Cassidy kind of saw this guy as the new David Cassidy, and in their 40s they had massive crushes on him. He certainly he certainly earned that feeling from the women, and was an excellent singer-songwriter. Was on 3 major labels, actually. Mercury with his band Candy. We also had Jonathan Daniel, and I'm trying to remember which big band he was in from the 80s. But anyhow, Candy had a really good power pop record called Whatever Happened to Fun on Mercury Records. Then he got signed to MCA, and I know he did at least some demos for them, but never released anything. Then finally got signed to Hollywood, which was a major in the late 90s, sorry, and had a song bubble under the Hot 100 called Wake Me Up and the World's Worth Waking Up For. Yeah. Since then, he's played some IPO shows in different cities, LA, Boston, Liverpool, London. Really good guy, still writing, still recording, still looking really good. Kyle Vincent will be our guest on Material Issues on Sunday, March 1st. And hopefully we get Ronnie D'Addario back on either the 15th of February or the 22nd. Maybe we'll use the other date for me playing some new music, 2026 releases, because I've gotten quite a few of them already.
Good. Yeah. I mean, You never know. I've got a few irons in the fire as well, and you never know what might turn out with that. We keep throwing darts, and sometimes
one of them is particularly exciting, but we won't say who it is.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to keep trying. We keep poking, and join us. Materialissues.com. That's the banner running right now. Make sure you subscribe.
Well, there it is.
Make sure you subscribe.
We're so pro here.
We're so pro. Matter of fact, we're so pro we don't know what we're doing, but we have a good time. This is 241 episodes into something that was initially going to be 10 episodes, and I think we blew that out of the water. We stumped the bash 241 times. It was really nice. So
stumped the bash.
I don't know. I'm just rambling on now.
I've probably been stumped about 10 to 15% of the time.
Maybe
probably around 15%.
Maybe not a bad percentage, but
no, I must say it isn't.
Everybody, thank you so much for sticking with us tonight, Ronnie.
Yeah, again, we're sorry about Ronnie. We tried, he tried, but we'll get him back.
It's all good.
We'll have a full episode with him.
And next Sunday will not be live, but it's a great pre-recorded show with Jeremy Clyde of Chad and Jeremy. So yeah, thank you, Tim, for sticking around. David, go ahead.
Really, Reno won't be happy with
everybody.
Yeah, everyone have a great night. Love to Ches and Audie.
Love to Rena,
who we just saw. And thank you. And yeah, always great, Mark. Always great.
Cheers, my friends.